Talking about. Once you buy all the enterprise on earth, all the force, all the land, all the buildings, all the hotels, all the boardwalks on the planet, once you own the world in your hand, it's a whole different place, especially when you reinvent it with technology. Using the technology we know how to do. Creating real computers that know how to compute to people. But I won't go there. How the Gates kill the Jobs and they conspired to kill our computer while I, Tron, was inventing it. And my company killed my babies. All of them. All of them. Over and over again. Plans to buy the world. Killed by my own alma mater. But let's not go there. The point is this: when you own the world in your head, you realize that the worst problem you have is a big, freaking, bad training problem. Because everyone is at least one flipped bit off. When you own the world in your head, you understand about the Benjamins. The illusion of money is the source of your entire best and worst future. And you guys are on a game plan of war. And war has no winners. We know that from war games. Do we need to go back to Dr. Strangelove? So the simple thing is, let's talk about money. As long as we have different money, we're on different sides. And as long as we're on different sides, we are at war. And as long as we're at war, we do not benefit from the profits of peace, and peace has profits. Imagine those soldiers cut right off the bottom line. Well, where does that go out of? Taxes? No soldiers, no soldier taxes. Imagine much fewer policemen who carry squirt guns with radioactive dye that allows our cameras to find them so fast they'll never get away. Small quantities of police guys with squirt guns. And very small prisons on the moon, Alice, on the moon. But let's not go there yet. But we do have a place for killers on the earth, don't we? If you kill one innocent person, remember this, you guys. It's as you murdered all mankind. Where did that come from, Osama? I own you in my first move. 'Cause you are owned by a law. But we don't need to go there now. The point is, money is a bad illusion we have for ourselves. I saw your markets going up. I saw your real estate going up. I thought, you know what, this bubble's going to blow up. But I know how to create an infinite economic bubble by owning the illusion and inventing virtual money that's tied not to corruption and taxes and failing states, money tied to the highest minds of the planet. Of course, you want all of them. So that you'd send your plan to buy the world out with the world's own money. Well, hopefully. Well, it was already done because I was crazy. I was buying Apple, Motorola, Google. Those guys should have known. You can't just go buy Apple, Motorola, Google, throw in Microsoft. I don't need them the fuck over. I'll buy them all. I'll buy them all out to get them out of the way of progress. Now, how could you do that? How could you imagine getting out of the way of progress? Well, in our own way, our biggest scam is antitrust. There's no antitrust Oh, it is antitrust, because antitrust is antitrust. There's no trust in antitrust. That's like antichrist. It's very simple. My plan was one people, one trust. You have a foundation designed for charity. I will call in your money for the people and use that to wipe out the greedy money that's just for itself and no people. But that's a long story, so you simply send your plan to the top. It turns out the plan is so simple in concept to buy yourself a new future by putting all your best stuff together and getting the governments out of the way and just accepting for the purpose of purposes that you're gonna feed the people, you're gonna house the people, you're gonna health care the people, just as a part of doing business. That's your entry point into owning the enterprise of the future. But once you wrap your mind around the monetary illusion, you start to realize that, oh my gosh, we're rich beyond our wildest dream. You see, now you get back to biblical events. It's the game God did or didn't give us. There may be no God, we may be just in our own freaking game. But there's got to be a higher power, some kind of higher thing. If in fact the whole game was intelligently designed, and how could you even prove that without going, well, you could go to the Bible gods, but what if you didn't? What if you didn't have the Bible gods or God gods to call you back? You could simply look at prophecy. You could look at the tapestry that religion was and learn what I knew at 12. It was all the same design, different but same. Hinduism, many gods but a single Godhead, and what's about with Brahma? And then, oh my gosh, the number 2, the one God religion, Judaism, now is only one God. And then number 3, Buddhism. There is no God, but Buddha gave man a training plan to become God. And you tell me he didn't teach Jesus the counting to come and the counting to his plan. And then Jesus, number 4. And then number 5, the great last prophet, who validated that Jesus was in fact the Messiah, but had to remind the Christians that God has no purpose. But we don't need to go there, we simply need to get here. The point is this, Isaiah 2.4. I've been writing and living that story, well, for time. And I will paraphrase it my own way. And he will rebuke many people. I've been rebuking and rebuking, but hopefully the rebukees are already in my mind, on my side, and proud to be rebuked for their own sins of omission or commission. But that's not the point, or maybe it is. And he will rebuke many people and judge among the nations. I judge all nations to be cancelled. Or will keep the vestiges of their tradition around. Maybe even let them think they're running the laws. But the point is they're cancelled and made a part of the enterprise, the people. Choose otherwise. Don't choose me. Because that's the alternative. Death. Good night, Irene.